Alright, today we get into Amane's deep dark past, and everyone says it's like literally the darkest thing I've ever seen. So, I'm expecting literally the worst. I expect eating people. I expect murder. I expect probably the worst that humanity can have to offer. And I'm not going to say what exactly that means because highly inappropriate. And I expect Kazuki being a badass because just like her brother, she needs to be a badass before she dies. I don't think she's dead. Sorry, can't believe it. Can't believe it. You can't convince me otherwise because we can't have someone who may or may not be as badass as fucking Kazami Yuji, occupation student, just be dead. All right, just throwing that out there. Uh, I'm just guessing. I don't. Oh boy. Okay. When I opened my eyes, I see dark. What? I was in darkness. I couldn't see a thing. I blinked repeatedly and slowly counted to 10, but that didn't change. I couldn't even tell if my surroundings were really dark, or if my eyes weren't working. In the blackness, so deep I couldn't see the palm of my hand in my face, I heard moaning voices from all around me. Painful, hacking coughs, screams of agony. My ears, at least, were functional. As I repeated quiet, calming breaths, the scent of gasoline trickled into my nose, and with that stimulation, the haze of confusion lifted slightly, and I remembered that I was inside a bus. Oh, Lord. Groping around my surroundings, I vaguely realized that I was laying on top of something soft. Oh no, it's a person. Oh, whoa. When I tried to sit up, I hit my head sharply against a seat. I reached up to. Oh boy. I reached up to my eyes to check if my glasses had been knocked crooked. Glasses! Only to discover. Right, she wore glasses. Only to discover that they weren't on my face in the first place. Because those fucking girls were like, she looks different without her glasses. I groped around the area frantically. Again, my hand found something strangely soft and warm. I don't like this. It was the heat of a living thing. Realizing with a start that I was touching another person, I reflexively jerked my hand back.
気がついた？
Oh.
はい。動けるようなら私の上から降りてほしいのだけれど。
Oh, I think I already know who this is.
ごめんなさい。
Finally, understanding that someone was pinned under my body, I fumbled in search of a foothold, but the floor my feet were searching for wasn't there. It's because probably the bus is like super
気を
overturned.
つけて。今はこのバス、天井が壁だから。
Yup, see? I already knew.
天井が壁？
That means you're looking for the windows to walk on, or just bust out of them.
そう。床も壁。そして今まで壁だったものが、今は床と天井。
What?
まあ、そうね。
Why,
簡単に言えば横転しているのよ。
why'd she say it like that? Just say we're overturned. Jesus.
横転。
As I repeated that word out loud in an attempt to process its meaning, further understanding of the situation flooded into my mind. This was the inside of a school bus. On the way back from our summer training camp, our bus had fallen off a cliff with us still inside.
どうでもいいけれど、早く移動してくださらない？さっきからあなた、私の左腕を踏んでいるのだけれど。
So polite.
ごめんなさい。
Oh my god. Oh,
痛いわよ。不用意に動かないで。
I didn't like the sound of that.
ごめんなさい。
Oh, is her arm like fucking fucked?
あなた、それ口癖？後で殴るときに呼び出すから名前を教えなさい。ごめんなさい。
Jesus Christ. It's only just sorry. Just sorry, sorry, sorry.
冗談よ。私は風見和樹。あなたは？
Occupation not I can't. No, it is occupation student, I guess.
そうです。スオアマネ。ああ、スオさんね。名前と容姿は知っているけど、お話しするのは初めてね。はい、はじめまして。
We're just gonna meet under more not serious circumstances.
敬語はいいわ。私も同じ1年生だし。それと、できれば挨拶は後にして、さっさと私の上から降りてくださる？痛くて涙が出てきたわ。
Her cry. I don't know about that.
ごめんなさい。
I'm just assuming she's a badass, okay? That's all. That's in my head.
5回目。いい？ごめんなさいって言葉は口にすればするほど言葉の価値が下がるのよ。次にごめんなさいって言ったら怒るわよ。
The next time you say that shit to me, I'm gonna take those glasses off your face. I'm gonna break them, and then you're just fucked.
じゃないわよ。いいから左にどきなさい。出口はそっちよ。ごめんなさい。
Oh my god, Amane, what the fuck?
舌打ちしないで謝るから。
Well, fucking, she knows. Just stop saying it. I knew the name Kazami Kazuki. It was the name of the top incoming student, the girl who'd been chosen as our class representative to deliver the greeting speech at our entrance ceremony this spring. Kazuki sounded like a boy's name, and the girl herself appeared somewhat absent-minded, always walking around with a sleepy look on her face. And yet there was something about her that suggested the cold sharpness of a blade. We belonged to the same basketball team and participated in the training camp together. But I had shied away from the foreboding aura she projected, and in the end we hadn't spoke to so much since as once during the trip. The interior of the bus was scattered with debris, and every foothold was uncertain. But Kazami Kazuki quickly crawled her way through, dragging herself out of a shattered window and turned back to offer a hand to me.
ほら、手を出しなさい。私の手を取るのよ。
Truest of heroes.
ありがとう。
Truest of heroes. This fucking Kazami family over here. Being a badass. God damn. Oh.
どうやらなんとか助かったようね。はい、メガネ。あなたのでしょ？
God.
ありがとう。
God. One, Kazuki straight up looks awesome. Like, she already looks like she's just, I'm sick of everyone's shit. And Amane is not how we see her. There we go. I think I like it though. Oh, we're about to see something worse. The moment I replaced the glasses on my head, I drew a harsh breath at the side of the bus we'd been riding in. The roof was smashed. The windows were all broken. The vehicle was completely overturned. Its belly exposed. White smoke was pouring from the area of the still active engine. We need to get away fast or we'll be in danger. At this rate, that thing might explode. As that fear ran through my mind, Kazami Kazuki glanced briefly at my face with her usual sleepy expression and snorted lightly. Like that.
大丈夫よ。こういった事故で車が爆発するのは映画の中だけだから安心しなさい。
For the most part, only if like something actually catches it on fire.
どうして私が考えていることが分かったの？
Dude, I'm telling you, Amane, she's a badass. Wait.
煙を上げるエンジンを見ながら泣きそうな顔しているあなたを見れば子供にでもわかるわ。で、誰から助けましょうか？
Not gonna lie. Who shall we save first? Oh no.
爆発しないと分かったあなたは次に早くみんなを助けましょうって言い出すと思ったのだけれど違った？
Is everyone still in the bus? Are we the only ones out? Oh shit, man.
そんなエスパーでも見るような目で私を見ないでよ。私は手早くことを進めたいだけなんだから。
This is the most smiling that, this is more smiling than fucking Yuji ever did.
で、誰から助けるの？あなたに決めさせてあげる。1、先生。
Alright.
2、あなたの親友。
Okay.
3、怪我人。
Oh.
あなたなら誰から助ける？
Alright. Here's the plan. You do... Do I actually get to
どう
choose?
して私に決めさせるの？
Yeah, why? The wounded, first off, that's a guaranteer. Probably then the teacher, more realistically, just because they're the teacher's the oldest, so, you know, they might be able to figure something out. And then your best friend for last, because, not because you hate them or anything, because they're your best friend, just because prioritize-wise is not important.
簡単な心理テストのようなものよ。あなたが誰から助けるかで、あなたがどんな女の子なのかわかると思って。
Fucking Kazuki.
風見さんだったら誰から助けるの？質問に質問を返すのはバカだと思われるからやめなさい。それと、そうやって回答を保留にするのも回答とみなすわよ。状況判断能力と決断力のない子だと思われてしまうけれど、それで構わない？
Damn. Already getting a little harsh on Amane right now. She's like a timid fucking girl right now. So much different.
まあいいわ。それじゃあ私が決める。まずは部長から助けましょう。
Whoa, what? I mean, eh?
どうして部長から？私、あの子が嫌いなのよ。
Huh?
さっきの質問の答えだけど、私は1でも2でも3でもなく、4の嫌いな子から助けるわ。
So you can keep hating them?
4ってずるくない？回答の数を3つに限定した覚えはないけれど、3つの中に正解がなかった時にどう答えるかもテストに含まれているのよ。
Alright, Kazuki, what's with all this psychological, philosophical bullshit, alright?
意地悪クイズみたい。それに、どうして嫌いな子から助けるの？
Oh, here we go. We're gonna get a badass answer. Guaranteed.
だって12人もいるのよ。嫌いな子が最後に残ったら絶対に面倒くさいって思うに決まっているじゃない。
She's right. She's right, you know.
それが理由？
Oh my god.
そう。嫌なことはさっさと終わらせたいのよ。私って夏休みの宿題を夏休みに入る前に済ませてしまうぐらいせっかちなの。わかるような、わからないような。わからなくてもいいから、あなたもこっちに来て手伝いなさいな。
So you just save the people you hate the most. That way you don't wanna stop saving these people because you're gonna get to the people you actually like.
あ、ごめんなさい。
Like the way she thinks. Jesus Christ, Amane, you and your sorries. To be honest, I found it very difficult to understand her thoughts. It's very difficult to understand the thoughts of the Kazami family occupation students, but I did understand that the word genius was probably created to describe this sort of person. Alright. There were 14 people riding on the bus, including the team's advisor. Eventually, 11 people emerged from the wreckage, together with one small dog that belonged to a team member. Oh, the dog made it. The remaining 3 were dead. Oh, well, that's, 2 were killed instantly when the bus fell. The other, still conscious immediately after the accident, rolled herself into a ball and moaned for 10 minutes before she died. Oh. Among the 11, 4 were wounded. One had broken both her legs, One had struck her head and suffered a laceration. Oh god, one had received a gash to her abdomen from a sharp object. And the man who should have been our guardian, the teacher who had been our team's advisor, was unconscious and showed no signs of waking. That, more than anything else, filled our heart with gloom. What about the people that died? None of us could get our minds around the situation we were in. Clutching our knees to our chest, we sat on the ground in a daze.
まずは怪我人の手当てをするべきだと私は思うけど、どうかしら。
Probably fix their problems? But that heavy silence was soon broken. Kazami, I almost said Yuji, god damn it. Kazuki spoke in a perfectly normal tone of voice. When I raised my head in response to her clear, firm words, I saw that she was addressing our group's official leader, the team captain.
こんな状況だからこそ、しっかりしてください、先輩。
Yeah, get her going. Ooh.
そうね。言われなくても分かってはいるのだけれど、こんな状況で私たちに何ができるというの？
She looks like a mega bitch.
反論しても？
どうぞ。
ただ待っていても助けが来る保証なんてどこにもないわ。あなたにこの場を仕切る能力がないのであれば、私が代わりますけど、どうしますか？
See, it's different when you have like a bunch of people to worry about. When it's yourself, you could just be like, alright, I'm just gonna go and try and look for, you know, whatever we're doing, like try to actually leave. But when there's like 11 other, like actually 11 people that you're having to keep an eye out on, including yourself, that doesn't fly that way. Especially when some are injured.
勝手なことを言わないで。もしあなたの判断ミスで現状が悪化したら、誰が責任を取ると思ってるの？
この後に及んでも責任の所在を気にする余裕はあるのね。
Yeah.
は？なんですって？よく聞こえないんだけど。
I feel like she said it loud and clear.
いいえ、別に何も。では、この場はお任せしても？
余計なお気遣いは結構よ。リツ、こっちにいらっしゃい。
Oh, do all these kids got sprites?
はい。
Oh, they do.
なんでしょう。
Oh, Jesus. That means you're gonna feel for them until they die. Oh, God.
あなた、ご実家はお医者様よね。
はい、そうですけど。
But that doesn't necessarily mean she does.
だったら応急処置ぐらいできるでしょ。すぐに取り掛かって。
You can't just assume that.
そんな、無理ですよ。いくら実家が医者だからって、私にはそんな知識は。
Yeah, that was some back-ass words way of thinking. Stupid-ass team captain, bitch.
それでも何も知らない素人よりはマシでしょ。ごちゃごちゃ言わないでやりなさい。
She is a complete amateur. She just said that. Oh, I'm salty right now. Ritsu wrung her hands in front of her chest. I completely understood her feelings. Taking on the role of doctor simply because her parents' occupation, the responsibility was far too grave. It wasn't as though she had inherited their medical skills, and superficial knowledge wouldn't be enough in this situation. The team captain, Jesus Christ, Sakashita, Shita, I'm just gonna say Chiaki, and Ritsu, a girl who had always played the role of her devoted underling. As a mere first year, I didn't know much about their relationship, but the fact that I'd never seen Ritsu disobey an order from the captain. Yep.
リツ、同じことを何度も言わせないで。
Leave Ritsu alone. Don't bully.
はい。じゃあ、まずは広岡さんから。
Like, what the fuck? What do you expect her to do? Heal everyone miraculously?
何を言っているのよ。まずは先生からよ。
Oh my god. Then you're like telling her to...
でも、広岡さんは両足を骨折して重傷ですし。
Yeah, fucking the one that has the most serious injury. You fight. Oh my lord.
いいから、先に先生を見なさい。
I'm already mad. Fuck this bitch. I hope she dies. Well,
はい。
we already know how this is gonna turn out. Kazuki watched with the disdainful eyes of a spectator to an ugly farce as Ritsu swallowed her complaints. As our doctor walked away with sagging shoulders, Kazuki approached I'm gonna try and Sakashita for the second time. There you go.
坂下部長、私に周囲の探索をする許可をいただけますか？
一人で勝手なことをしないで。どうしてあなたはいつもそうやって集団の輪を乱そうとするの？
She's literally trying to scout out the area. And she's probably the best one for the job because she's a badass.
スオさん、付き合っていただける？
Oh, wow. Alright. Sounds cool. Down for that.
ちょっと風見さん
Like, she's not even like fucking. She's like, I'm gonna go anyway. I don't even care.
私一人でなければ良いのでしょ？これでも私は気を利かせているのよ。あなたは私がそばにいない方が威張り散らしやすいでしょうし。
Ah! Oh, this fucking girl. She's got the fire. She's got that spunk. Damn. Annihilated.
それじゃ、行くわよ、スオさん。
Come, Amane. Amane's just like, what's happening? As I chased after Kazami Kazuki, almost said Yuji again, I saw the captain's expression out of the corner of my eye. She was glaring at me, making no attempt to hide her displeasure. Her eyes asked, "Are you taking that woman's side?" In response, I offered a quick bow of my head. That is a yes. I didn't understand myself whether the gesture was an apology for siding with Kazuki or a silent attempt to convey I haven't betrayed you. Fuck that girl, man. She sucks. Either way, some instinct inside me had judged that following Kazami Kazuki was the correct decision. Although I had seen Kazuki for the first time at the entrance ceremony, I had known her name for much longer. When we were grade schoolers, it was well known that an 8-year-old child had taken a special prize at the district painting contest. Well, as the painting had been exhibited among the other children's work, that was her only award, but it might well have taken the overall prize as well. Our class took a trip to see her piece on display at the district assembly hall. Even with my immature eye for art, I could sense something inexpressible in words from that painting. Something that nonetheless moved my heart. And my impression of that work, and the name of the genius who painted it, were deeply etched into my mind. Kazami Kazuki. She wasn't blessed with talent as a painter alone. She could do literally anything if she tried. Anything at all. Well, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but, you know. As on her first attempt, she could usually produce adequate results. If it was a field she found particularly difficult, it might take 3 days of effort for her to reach average skill. Those were the rumors anyway. That's true. According to those who knew her, she lives in a different world. Or I can't believe she's a human being. Or she sees things normal people can't. At the time, I was astonished that anyone could inspire such stories, many of which were so overblown that they took on a tinge of the occult. It's all true. All of it. No fabrications. But when we entered the same school in the same year, even joining the same team, the girl appeared perfectly normal. If a little standoffish, standoffish, man. Even so, I could vaguely sense that her true nature was somehow different from that of an ordinary person. To be honest, I had avoided her as a result. Not anymore. And now I was alone with her for the first time under these circumstances. Although I followed as instructed, I couldn't find anything to say to her, and she was equally silent. The two of us trudged on, not exchanging a single word. The ground at our feet was rugged and hard, and rock walls loomed on the sides. When I looked straight up, there was nothing but trees and sky. We seemed to have fallen into some sort of fissure, a crack in the earth. That's fucked up. The walls were maybe 10 meters tall at their lowest point. not so high as to rule out climbing, but on both sides, the rock face slanted inward as they rose up, hanging over us. Ooh, boy. I don't, with this produced an overhang, climbing with bare hands seemed impossible, and even with tools it would be likely be difficult. That's what I was thinking about right there. I was just like, I don't know that. Yeah. Whoa! Apparently, Kazami Kazuki had been thinking along the same lines. She came to a stop a little ways ahead of me, placed her hand on one of the slanting walls of rock, and began to strike it with a stone that she had picked up on the ground.
それで何かわかるの？
Oh, Amane.
やっと口を開いたかと思えば、随分とどうでもいいようなことを口にするのね。他にもっと聞きたいことがあったのではなくて？他にって。
It's like, it's kind of weird to see Amane be that like super timid. It's like that. Not saying that she's nerdy, but like just the image of that nerdy girl who's like very like weak, frail, you know, and that's what she looks like right now, and it's kind of weird.
そうね。どうやって登るのとか、元の道には戻れないとか、これからどうするのとか、いろいろあるけど。
Way better questions.
一番聞きたいのは多分、どうして私に声をかけたのじゃないかしら。
This fucking girl, man. She's the best.
当たり。だったらはっきりと答えてあげる。それはあなたが強く言われると断れないタイプだからよ。
Damn. She's right, though. Right now? Yup.
あなたの場合、一緒に来てくれないとお願いされたら悩むけど、来いと命令されたら悩まずに従うでしょ。どうしてそう思うの？
The way you act. Fuck.
さっきの心理テストの結果からそう思ったのだけれど、違った？
Yeah, she was probably right. When my mother asked me, what should we have for our snack today, I would answer, what do you want, Mommy? When she simply told me we're having cakes today, I was relieved because I wouldn't have to choose. Given multiple choices, I would waver indecisively, and when given a single path, I would follow it obediently. That was just my personality.
余計なことを喋ると今度は何を読み取られるか分かったもんじゃないって顔してるわよ。私としてはあまり警戒しないでほしいのだけれど。
Oh, let her pick your brain. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Amane. Kazuki knows what she's doing. Full faith as she spoke. Kazami Kazuki removed her cell phone from her pocket and looked at the screen as broken.
あ、やっぱり圏外ね。
Or dead.
あなたのはどう？
That'd be my phone. Just because my phone dies whenever it isn't plugged into a fucking socket. Of course we don't have a fucking goddamn signal. I hurriedly pulled out my phone out of my school uniform, but as expected, its screen was also displaying the words no signal.
ダメみたい。私のも圏外。でしょうね。
Yeah, this is not a place. Kazami, god damn it, Kazuki turned off her phone immediately and slid it into her pocket. Keep that power.
あなたも電源を切っておいた方がいいわよ。電波状況が良くないままだとびっくりするぐらいバッテリーの消耗が激しいから。
Yup, that's why every time I went to the freezer, back when I worked in a freezer, it would not have a signal in there. I'd turn my phone on airplane mode. That way it didn't do that, because the battery would drain so fast. It wasn't as discouraging as I would have expected to find our cell phones that were useless. To tell the truth, I had checked mine soon after escaping the bus. Of course, the screen had also displayed no signal then. Finding that was still the case prompted little more than a feeling of resignation. Well, as expected as much. We were within a long, tunnel-like crevice. Maybe if we just kept following it, partially because of wistful thinking like that, I wasn't in a state of despair at our situation. Another factor was the strange sense of security that came from being near this girl named Kazami Kazuki, as though I found firm, reliable ground to stand on. If I'm with this girl, it'll work out somehow. Her strangely powerful presence let me think such irresponsible thoughts somewhere deep down.
状況はあまり芳しくないわね。
This is like being trapped somewhere with Yuji. Like, he'd get you out somehow, some way. One way or the other. Oh, forest, huh? There was a heavily overgrown forest visible in the direction Kazuki was pointing. It was a dense forest, seemingly devoid of animal life, that seemed to actively refuse human entry. The thick wall of vibrant green almost seemed pleasant at a glance, and yet it was obvious that a single step inside would find you in an environment too harsh to support human life. Far too harsh. Even if you were to advance by hacking through the thick grasses and bushes rising over your head, the distance you could advance in one day would be pretty limited. And in avoiding the tall trees that grew close enough together as to block out the light of day, you'd quickly lose any grasp of your own position anyway. Well,
運が良ければ人の立ち入った痕跡のようなものを発見できるかと思ったのだけれど、これは期待するだけ無駄だったようね。
it seems like we're pretty much fucked, doesn't it? Jesus. If there's even one path that humans traveled, follow it and you'll find a place where humans live. But the jungle in front of us showed no signs of such intrusion. Even so, I had some hope that we might stand a chance by pushing our way boldly through the forests. But that thought was shattered by what Kazami Kazuki told me next.
これを見てごらんなさい。
Oh no, what am I looking at? She held out a compass we had used at the training camp for orienteering, one of our recreational activities. The needle that should have been always sought north was pointing to the northwest, and when she turned to face in that direction, it didn't move within the compass. Oh.
どういうこと？
What the fuck is this blizzard?
まあ簡単に言ってしまえば、針が動いていない、方位地震として機能していないということよ。そんな、どうして？おそらくはデビエーションね。周りの壁を見てごらんなさい。壁？
As I looked up in confusion at the rock face looming above us, she picked up a stone lying at her feet and again struck the wall sharply. The sound it produced was a high-pitched clinking, like what you might expect from a hard metal surface. Oh.
岩壁の一部がガラス化しているわ。おそらく瞬間的な高温にさらされた状態から急激に冷やされてアモルファス化したのね。
Yeah, goddamn fucking genius.
ごめん、専門的すぎて意味がわからない。
Classic Amane. Doesn't.
火山の溶岩が冷えても似たような状況になるけど、あまりにも広範囲だし、かといってエアバーストにしては規模が小さすぎるし、多分隕石かな。
A meteor? I mean, maybe.
隕石？隕石ってあの隕石？マイクロブラックホールが激突したって可能性はまずないでしょうし。
Like, the fact that we're even in this situation was a bit highly unlikely. Alright, let's
おそ
just...
らく小規模な隕石が地表に到達する前に爆発して、その飛散した破片の中でも大きめのものがこの周辺に落ちたんじゃないかしら。方位磁石が機能しないのもそれが原因？多分ね。飛散した破片に重鉱物が含まれていて、マスコンセントレーション的なスポットをいくつも発生させているんじゃないかしら。そう考えると、この不自然な環境にも納得がいくのよね。あなたはどう思う？どうって言われても。
Oh, jeez. If Kazami Kazuki thought so it was probably the truth. At the very least, I wasn't about to come up with any other possibilities. Just fuck that.
さてさて、周囲は草も生えない岩場。周りを囲む壁は構造的に這い上がるのは不可能。進める先は人を拒絶するような密林。携帯も通じないし、方位磁石すら機能しない。申し分のない遭難ね。面白くなってきたわ。
Things are just getting interesting. Kazuki, god damn it.
面白くなってきたって。
I'd risk it in the jungle. Fuck it. Look, if I'm gonna die, I might as well die in there.
不謹慎に聞こえたのなら謝るわ。でも、私の言葉から余裕が感じられた方が、あなたも余計な不安を感じないで済むかと思って。
Oh, look at her. Look at her thinking about Amane here.
お気遣いは感謝するけど、他の子の前ではそういう言い回しは避けた方がいいと思う。そうね。
Eh. Although she nodded, I didn't feel that she was convinced by my words. Precisely because we were in such a bad situation, a confident leader who could pull off this sort of all-knowing God act would be ideal. But she wasn't the leader of our group. By rank, our teacher was first. The team captain, Sakashida, was second, and the vice captain, Okabe, was third. Or should have been. Oh, but unfortunately, Okabe-senpai had died when the bus fell. Still, a first year like Kazuki had very little say in the team's decisions.
坂下部長、私に命令権を譲ってくれないかしら。その方がいちいち愚信をする手間が省略できて効率がいいと思うのだけれど。
Oh, we're gonna have a power struggle in this, and murder's gonna happen, guaranteed.
ねえ、聞いてもいい？何かしら？坂下部長のことなんだけど、聞きにくいようなこと？
She's kind of a bitch.
そうじゃなくて、もしかして私が今から何を聞こうとしているか想像がついてる？は？何？突然。あなた、私のことを神様か何かだと勘違いしてない？
No, you just read everyone's goddamn thoughts like a god.
ほら、さっき私に心理テストをしたでしょ？ああ、その話？つまり、坂下部長が先生を一番最初に見なさいと言い出したから、心理テスト的にそれがどんな結果になったのか気になるのね。
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see what she thinks.
そう。言われなくてもあなたにもなんとなく分かっているでしょ。坂下部長は他者依存の強いタイプよ。
Yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna say. I was gonna say she's probably very dependent.
いつも自分が中心にいないと気が済まないくせに、自分に責任がかかるような決断を迫られた時にはすぐに背後を振り返って助けを求める人。
At the next highest ranking person, the teacher.
つまり、ここは私が指揮を取ります。それでよろしいですね、先生って言いたいから、まずは先生。わかる？なるほど。別にそれが悪いとは言わないわよ。学生なんだし、むしろそれが当たり前よね。でも彼女の場合、おそらく学校から出てもあの調子なんでしょうね。家では父親を背後に立たせているんじゃないかしら。そういう子供っぽい優越がすごく鼻につくわ。
Also, the way she acts can give you. She's a mega bitch too. God, I already hate her. It's over.
ごめんなさい。くだらない話を聞かせてしまったわね。
It's not worthless. It's nice to know what everyone's thinking, or what their personality could be. As Kazami Kazuki apologized for babbling, her expression was a cheerful one appropriate for her age. But that bright smile was frightening under the circumstances. I felt sure of it. This person was attached to nothing. She grabbed hold of anything she thought she needed, and she cast aside anything that outlived its necessity. Maybe that was just another part of being a genius. As these thoughts ran through my head, Kazuki suddenly turned her back to me and mumbled a few words.
そうでもないわよ。
Ooh. At that brief sentence, I felt a chill, like cold fingers run down my spine.
何が。そろそろ戻りましょう。私たちだけで逃げ出したと思われても心外だし。
I would have. I've been like, Kazuki, let's get the fuck out of here. If you compare the human brain to an engine, Kazuki's must have been operating at a far higher RPM than others. She was constantly maintaining a speed of rotation that would quickly cause a normal person to overheat. I looked down at Kazuki's feet as she walked a few paces ahead of me. She was wearing the standard white sneakers specified by her school. Since the girl cast a shadow and didn't appear to be floating, apparently she wasn't the ghost or other supernatural apparition. That's what you thought, huh? Oh my god, she knows that's what you thought too.
何がおかしいの？
She's a goddamn genius.
ごめんなさい。あなたが今何を考えているのか想像したらおかしくって。
Oh man, I love this girl.
でしょうね。
Which is why, you know what? My confidence still says she's alive. Guaranteed. Nope, nothing. No one could tell me otherwise. And if you tell me the actual spoilers, I will kill all of you.
気を悪くしないでね。一応言っておくけど、私は幽霊じゃないし、あなたの夢に出てきた神様でもないわよ。ああ、その発想はなかったわ。
Yeah, you did.
ん？どの発想？あなたがお化けじゃないかとは思ったけど、逆に私が死にかけていて都合のいい夢を見ているとは考えもしなかった。
Oh no.
私が言わなくても10分後には考えていたはずよ。変な子。
So are you.
そうね。1歳半の頃、母親にもそう言われたわ。
How do you remember that? I don't remember shit from when I was like 5 or less.
覚えてるの？冗談よ。
God damn it.
どこからが？どこからでもお好きなところからどうぞ。
Oh my god, this girl. I swear to God. I was actually understanding her less the longer we talked. The one thing I did understand was that Kazami Kazuki's jokes aren't funny in the slightest. That's because she's not really... Oh, Lord. She's the fucking Kazami family, man. Like, what do you want? Oh, boy.
一言で言えば絶望的な環境ね。
We're pretty fucked. Having returned to the site of the accident, Kazuki and I explained the situation to Captain Sakashida, showing her the compass and its non-functional needle. She didn't stir from the rock she'd been sitting on. When we finished our story, she sighed deeply, leaned forward to take her head in her hands, and answered with a brief, "I understand."
それで怪我人の方は？
The captain's only response was to sluggishly raise one hand and point in the direction she indicated. Ritsu was examining the wounded while trying to hold back her tears.
どうなの？小出さん。
Koide, there we go. Brain, work.
先生には大きな外傷もないし、軽い脳震盪だと思うから、しばらく横になっていれば意識が回復すると思う。広岡さんは左のすねと右の膝を骨折してる。飛び出してはいないけど、両方とも完全骨折。意識はしっかりしてるけど、だいぶ苦しんでるわ。
Left shin and her fucking right knee. Oh, But they didn't look so they don't look like they're broken, but they're totally broken.
桜井さんは腹部裂傷。事故の拍子で何か尖ったもの。傷跡から想像すると多分割れた瓶だと思うけど、お腹に突き刺さったみたい。もう出血は止まり始めてる。
Okay, that's at least better than having something broken during this time.
金田さんは頭部裂傷。右目の上あたりの額を切ってる。多分何かにぶつけたんだと思う。もう出血は止まってるわ。
Oh, good thing that didn't hit the eye, or else that would have actually been bad.
それで
それって
え、本当に見ただけ？治療はしていないの？
She can't. Well, what do we have? We have nothing, and then she's not even a first aid person.
無理を言わないで。道具も何もないのに。道具があったところで私には無理よ。
Hold on. Well, it's kind of insensitive of Kazuki to be like, oh, clearly you know it.
折れていたら位置を合わせて固定するだけ。避けていたら縫い合わせるだけじゃない。
What do you mean simple?
そんなのやったこともないのに無理よ。簡単だって言うならあなたがやってよ。
Fine, then I will. And she just fixes all the problems.
じゃあお湯を沸かしてくださる？
God damn it, she's gonna do it.
キャンプの道具の中にガスコンロがあったでしょ。たくさんお湯を沸かして生食を作ってください。ついでに救急箱と釣り道具も発掘してきてくださるとありがたいですね。
Oh, I guess we do have some shit.
はい、わかりました。
God damn.
風見さん、骨折の治療とか経験があるの？
Not in the slightest, but I know what I'm doing.
ないわ。本で読んだ知識があるだけ。あなたは？
I knew it.
ない。
まあ、普通はないわよね。
大丈夫なの？
経験や自信のある人がいるなら変わるわよ。私だって後から来て人の仕事を奪った出しゃばりな女だと思われたら心外だもの。
Look, she knows what. If she's at least read some information, she's good. Kazuki turned around to quickly face the depressed group of girls, raised her right hand, and asked, "Does anyone have medical experience?" No one raised their hand in response. No one even met Kazuki's eyes.
誰も経験がないのなら誰がやっても同じじゃない？それともこのまま怪我は自己責任ってことで放っておく？
Well, it's not their fault. Like, shit happens during an accident.
それはさすがに。
私ね、できることはあったのにっていう後悔が一番悔しいと思うの。そんなわけだから一人ずつ見ていきましょうか。まずは頭部裂傷の金田さんから。
Yep, probably, yeah, since it's the head, gotta fix that first.
金田さんが嫌いだから。
ああ、金田さんが一番軽傷だからよ。軽傷の子を見ている間に重傷の子が死ねば無駄な診察をしないで済むでしょ。
This fucking girl, man.
嫌だわ。なぜ黙るの？冗談を言ったのだから笑ってくれないと恥ずかしいじゃない。
Your jokes suck, though.
笑えないし。ねえ、あなた、友達っているの？
she doesn't need friends.
そうね。今のところあなただけかしら。
She's like, Amane's your friend by like happenstance, alright?
だからなぜ黙るの？
笑えばいいの？
そうね。 そしたら私は泣くわ。
What the fuck is this? What is happening?
ごめん、会話の速度についていけない。
Oh, good lord. Following Kazuki's instructions, everyone with physical energy and willpower to move cooperated to retrieve the first aid kit, camping equipment, and fishing tackle from the overturned bus. Kazuki gathered the tools she thought would be useful, passed them on to Koide Ritsu to be disinfected, and began examining the wounded while waiting for the water to come to a boil. As promised, she looked at Canada Saya and her head laceration first. Oh.
どう？耳はちゃんと聞こえていますか？右と左で聞こえ方が違うとかは？
See, she's fine now. Everything's working out.
大丈夫みたい。
そう。じゃあ手を出して。まずは右手。
Kanada's wound had already been disinfected, sutured, shut, and covered with a roll of bandages. When Kazuki said she planned to use a fishing hook to stitch up the cut, I couldn't help but raise my doubts about whether such a procedure could be hygienic, but when she responded, well, I suppose we could try sticking it together with super glue, I'm sure that would make for a much prettier result. I decided I should probably keep my mouth shut. Dude, if it's actual super glue, who knows, man? Like, Gorilla Glue? Get that shit on there. After that, I did nothing but silently record Kazuki's words in the memo pad we were using as a makeshift medical record. Oh.
どう？痛い？
Kazuki took a firm grip on Kanada's right hand and dug her nails firmly into her index finger.
痛いってば。
あ、ごめんなさい。それじゃあ左手は？同じように痛みを感じる？
だから痛いってば。
Clearly for medical tests. Don't worry about it. It almost seemed like Kazuki was enjoying watching Kanada squirm in pain. A question leaked out of my mouth.
ねえ、さっきから何をしているの？
It's I know what she's doing. I don't really know how to.
彼女、頭を打ったみたいだから、感覚器官や神経で左右に差異がないか調べているのよ。
Yeah, like something like that. That's why I couldn't really think of how to explain it.
傷口を縫っている時に気がついたのだけれど、彼女、左目がわずかに内斜視なのよ。右目と左目で見えている範囲も違うの。
Hey, I got that. I got a lazy eye. Jesus, I relate.
気がつかなかった。
I hurriedly add the word esotropic, or esotropic, if you will, to the record in the notebook.
あなた、お名前なんておっしゃったかしら？
金田サーヤ。
ああ、そうそう。金田サーヤ。サーヤさんね。いい名前だわ。
I like that name. It's pretty nice, you know?
そう思う？
ええ。もし私が犬を飼っていたら、そう名付けたいぐらいよ。
Kazuki, you just fucking killed it.
犬。
ごめんなさい。この人、冗談がきついから。
It's hard to tell when she's joking, when she's actually not, though.
あら、どうしてあなたが謝るの？
Because you won't.
それは、私があなたのお友達だからよ。
Friend, quote, quote.
あら、嬉しい。私、親友って初めてよ。
Holy shit, upgraded a best friend right off the bat? I didn't remember adding best to that phrase, but leaving that unsaid was probably the smart move here. Well, I'd learned that much, so I must have been growing used to her. I guess the word friend I had spoken just now wasn't entirely sarcastic.
今すぐあなたを抱きしめてキスをしたいところだけれど、今は金田さんの診察中だから、後でね。
Alright, we're cool with that, right, Amane? We're good.
ごゆっくりどうぞ。
She actually does smother with hugs and kisses, though.
どこまで見たかしら。ああ、そうそう。金田さん、あなた子供の頃に虐待を受けたことは？
Why is that even a question? What is happening?
ないわ。
母親に床に落とされたことも？
Everyone was.
ない。
父親や男兄弟に性的な嫌がらせをされたことも？
Okay, we are getting a little too,
ないわよ。
だったらシャシは今回の事故が原因ね。大丈夫、治るらしいから。はい、次の方。
I hope she asks all those questions every time. Every time. Kazuki continued her examinations along these lines, eventually working her way through all the girls, even those with no apparent injury. Damn.
今の子で最後ね。軽い内身で内出血してる子もいたけど、ほとんどが軽傷ね。
一番の重傷はやっぱり広岡さんね。左肩への脛骨と腓骨が切損、右足は大腿骨の遠位骨が複合骨折。
I'd say it, she's probably gonna be the first to die. I'm sorry to say, but that's just what I'm feeling in my nuggets.
両方とも閉鎖骨折だから細菌感染の心配はないし、一応骨は固定してみたけど病院に連れて行かないとダメね。
Like, you could, like, put the bones back, but they're still broken. Like,
あとは桜井さんのお腹も。
oh, she's fine.
ああ、傷口が大きいから重傷に見えるけど、内臓には届いていないし、縫合は済ませたから大丈夫よ。
Yeah, as long as it didn't cut any internal bullshit, you're set.
ただ、感染症が心配ね。できれば病院で抗生物質を投与した方がいいわ。とりあえずやれるだけのことはやったと部長に報告しておいて。
私が報告するの？
'Cause you're the lackey, now go!
当たり前でしょ。そのためにあなたをお医者さんごっこに付き合わせたのだから。
You're literally Kazuki's assistant, Amane. That's your job right now.
同じ言葉で状況を説明しても誰の口から出たかで印象は変わるでしょ。きっと私の報告なんか信じないわよ、あの部長。
Fuck that captain though. She sucks, dude. Well, the last thing we needed was Kazuki's harsh tongue setting off a fight.
部長には先生には部長から説明してくださいって言っておいて。その程度の手柄は与えておかないと拗ねられても面倒なだけだし。
またそうやって余計なことを言う。
She's right. If you say this, she's like, oh.
これでも随分と遠慮しているつもりなのだけれど。
風見さん。
At that moment, I realized something for the first time. Kazuki's face was flushed red, her breathing was rough, and she was sweating heavily. Oh, Jesus.
どうしたの？なんだか顔色が悪いけど。
Was I totally wrong? Does she actually die? Oh.
これよ。
Oh, I knew something was wrong with her arm when I said it at the start. Ah. Kazuki raised her left arm as she spoke, revealing it to be heavily swollen and purple. Ooh.
ちょっとこれどうしたの？
But it looks fine right here.
折れてはいないようだけどひびは入っているみたい。いわゆる不全骨折というやつね。
So still workable, just probably hurts like a motherfucker.
その左腕ってまさかバスの中で私が踏んでいた場所？私のせいで？
I think it already happened. You just didn't help the situation.
事故の直前にとっさにシートベルトを腕に巻きつけて衝撃に備えたせいよ。ただでさえ負荷がかかっているところにあなたに踏んづけられてとどめを刺したのだとしても、そもそもあなたのせいで事故が起きたわけではないでしょ。
けど、でも私があなたを下敷きにしてしまったから。
気にしすぎよ。それとも、もし私があなたのせいだとわめき散らしたら、あなたは自分の腕を切り落として私にくれるの？
ごめんなさい、それは無理。
だったら気にしないことね。私も気にしていないわ。落ち込まないでよ。本当に気にしていないから。どうしよう。もう少し優しく言った方が良かったのかしら？
Probably. I don't know if that's in yourself though.
大丈夫なの？
痛いわよ。でも泣くほどではないし、泣いて痛みを紛らわせるほど子供でもないわ。
ごめんなさい。
あなた、自分を罰してくれる人がいないと落ち着かないタイプ？まあいいわ。だったらこの左腕のことは貸しにしておいてあげる。
You owe me now. I'm just saying this so you can get your rear in the gear, but
貸し？
そう。叱る時に望まれれば、あなたは私の命令を拒否できない。それで許してあげる。
every order?
今言ってくれればすぐに従うのに。
嫌よ。いい？貸しっていうのはね、返してもらわない方が大きな利益を生むのよ。覚えておきなさい。
That's because it's got interest, man.
心配しないでいいのよ。私も別にお友達から高い利子を巻き上げようとは思わないから。
Excuse me, Kazuki. Best friend. Kazuki's expression as she spoke those words was an artificially perfect smile, suggesting a kind of maturity well beyond her years. As I watched her face, I felt sticky sweat seeping out of the back of my head. Did I really just put myself at the mercy of a person like this? Quite possibly. Our basketball team's advisor, Mr. Ochi Yoshino... Oh, god damn it. Yoshihokiko regained consciousness 30 minutes later. After hearing a brief summary of the situation from Captain Sakashida, Mr. Ochi called for all the surviving students and had us all sitting around together. Oh.
そもそも事故の原因は何だったのですか？
Okay, so she's already patched up. Where's yeah, oh. Yeah, because wait, can I like do this number? Wait, this number? Fuck. Yeah, do this. Oh, fuck. Oh, god damn it. Do that number. Yeah, do that number. Hold on. Let's do a little hoozle here. That's so sad. This is so sad. Oh god, all this is just sad. Oh boy, and it's about to get worse because you're gonna die and you're gonna die and all you are gonna, oh Jesus, and not you. You're gonna be fine. I'm convinced. I am convinced because the game's gonna make you think she's dead this whole time. And it's gonna come up like in the last game or something like that, and she's gonna be there. She's gonna be there and she's gonna be alive and she's gonna be like, "Hello, Yuji." And he's gonna be like, and you can't even. I swear to God, though, if you guys actually spoil me, I'm gonna be so pissed.